Hello children. Yes, how are you? Very good. Yes or no? Yes. Okay. So whether you are reading your books regularly children? Yes, what I said you already. So after the completion, take your books and go through and read what is there in your book. Try to have daily reading habits. Okay, just see what are all the content. If you find is there any important point, just have a note of it. If you don't know any meaning of the words which is there in your book, try to find it out with the help of dictionary. Okay, have dictionary also. The use of dictionary will enhance your knowledge. And so if you are not able to found, just you ask with me. Okay, I am there always to clear your doubts. So shall we go? Yes, what is the lesson? Very good. Chapter 5, separation of substance. So what is that? Chapter 5, separation of substance. Already we have seen 3 parts. Just note it down, 3 parts. Now we are going to the next. So what is the chapter name? Separation of substances. Separation of substances. So what are all the content? This introduction, methods of, in this 4 methods we had seen already in the last class. Yes or no? So this hand picking, threshing, winnowing and sieving we had seen already in the last class. Yes or no? Yes. So today we are going to see this red color, that is the enlightened one, that is sedimentation, decantation and filtration, and then the one more thing is evaporation. So today we are going to see 4. What are all they? Sedimentation, decantation and filtration. One more thing is evaporation. Totally how many methods of separation are there for you? 8. How many? 8. So this remaining we will see in the next. So we had seen in the last class classification of matter. Yes or no? So the matter are classified into how many types? Based on their states. Based on the states which they exist. What are all the classifications? How many? Very good. It is 3. What are all they? Solids, liquid and gases. And one more thing, based on the components which are present inside it. Based on the components which are present in. What is its classification? How many types? How many? 2. What are all they? Tell me. What are the classifications? Pure and then impure. Very good. Pure and impure. So pure are classified into elements and compounds. And then impure as homogeneous and then heterogeneous mixtures. Yes? Am I correct or not? Yes. So what are all the methods of separation? So hand picking, threshing, winnowing and sieving we had already seen. And sedimentation, decantation, filtration and evaporation. So these methods we are going to see now. What is that hand picking method? Now we will have a recap before going into the new content. We will have a recap of what we had seen already. So this hand picking is suitable for larger sized impurities. Hand picking is suitable for large sized impurities. Example, picking up of stone and dirt from rice, wheat and pulses. So, and this is also suitable for only a minimum quantity. Not we can do for a whole large number of particles, large number of things. So, whether you are able to do with that with 100 kgs of rice for picking up stones? No. So, if you are taking 2 glasses of rice for a day, we are able to do it. So, we can do this hand picking method for lesser quantity. So, this is an example of hand picking method. And what is the next thing we had seen? Threshing. Threshing is used for separating the grains from stem. What is it? Grains from stem. So, how it is done? So, these stacks are tied and then beaten. See here, what is this? Threshing, and threshing which is done in the olden days. And nowadays what we have? Threshing machines. Nowadays we have threshing machines. And also we have modern threshing machines which has both, what is that? Harvester and then thresher, both are combined. In modern threshing machine, both the harvester and the thresher are combined. So this is a modern threshing machine. So one side harvesting is done and on the other side threshing process is done. We are able to get the grains then and there. So next method what we had seen? Sieving, which is done with the help of sieve. So we have different sized holes which is there in the sieve. So next one is sieving machine. So we had also seen sand sieving, which is used for separating the pebble stones which are present in the sand. And now what we are going to see? Sedimentation. What is the first process which we are going to see now? Sedimentation. Just listen carefully. Whether you are taking notes or not, tell me yes or no. Taking notes or not? Yes, very good. So sedimentation is a physical water treatment process. What is that? Sedimentation is a physical water treatment process using gravity. What is mean by gravity? Yes, any ideas? What is mean by gravity? Yes. Yes, what is this gravity? The force which pulls us towards the earth. Earth has a gravity power. So if we throw somewhere, what happens? It would again comes and fall on the earth. Why? It is due to the presence of gravity. So our earth has a power of gravity. So only we are able to walk. Due to the power of gravity only we are able to walk. We are taking our legs and keep it down. So why do we are able to keep it down? Due to the force of gravity. If gravity is not there, nothing will be stable. We are not able to walk. We are able to fly. Yes, as it is in the moon. So due to the force of gravity only, everything is attracted towards down. So who found gravity? Name that scientist. Who found the force of gravity? Louder. Very good. Newton. Newton first found the falling of apple from a tree. When he was sitting, so he falls suddenly an apple which is falling from towards the ground. So he thought why it need to come and fall down. So that is the basic which Newton found the gravity, force of gravity. So now we are going to see what? Sedimentation. Why this word gravity is used here? Because these insoluble particles, that is impurity, are stayed down or settled down due to the force of gravity. See here, we have an impure water. What do we have? We have an impure water. So in this impure water, what we have? We have both solid impurities and water. See here, water containing insoluble impurities. What do you mean by insoluble and soluble? So which does not dissolve in water. It remains same. Okay, so they are insoluble. So which mixes with water well, that is they can able to soluble. So here the insoluble impurities which are present in the water, we had it in a beaker. So we used to keep it separately for some time. We used to keep it separately for some time without any disturbance. So after some times we are able to see clean water, and these insoluble impurities which is there will settle down. So these insoluble impurities will settle down, and we are able to get only so clean water which is there in the top. So do you know where this sedimentation process is used, children? Where it is applicable? Yes. So I'll tell you one instance, okay? During rainy season. During rainy seasons, when floods are there, so water used to get washed away all the impurities and the solid particles which is there. Yes, so the sand also will be, everything will be washed away with the floods, and it will be mixed with the seas and rivers. It will be mixed in the seas and river. So due to the process of sedimentation, the things which are not able to dissolve in this water will settle down. So the solid impurities, I said, object sinks and float. So the lighter particles will float on the sea or river, but the heavier particles will settle down, it will sink. So what happens, the sedimentation process takes place. So they are pulled towards the earth due to the force of gravity. And the next thing, so where this sedimentation is used is in water treatment plants. Where? In water treatment plants. Have you heard about these water treatment plants? So the impure water is converted into a useful one. For example, in Bangalore, so they used to have a lot of drainage waters. So they used to store this all drainage waters in large containers. They used to store these waters in a large containers and make it to leave it as it is for some days. After that, the solid impurities which are present there will settle down. So the water which is there on the top, they used to remove it from that place, and then different water treatment is done. So they used to kill the bacteria which are present inside it. They used to remove the dirt, drains, grease, everything which is present there in the water, and this water is further used for the industrial purpose. Okay, and they are used for further household applications and then for industrial appliances. So that is the place where the sedimentation process is used. Are you clear with the example or not? So they used to store the drainage waters in large containers and leave it for some days. So after some days, what happens? So the larger size impurities will settle down. So the water which is there in the top, they used to take it away, collect it, and they would treat it for killing the bacteria, for removing all the dirt, drains, everything. They will clean the water, and it is used for some other applications. So we are clear with sedimentation. Yes or no? Louder. Yes. So what is the next process? Decantation. Listen children, this sedimentation and decantation are interrelated to one another. What? The process of sedimentation and decantation are interrelated with one another. Listen, I will explain you. Decantation is the process of separation of liquid from solid. What is that? Liquid from solid and other immiscible. So I will explain you in the next. I will explain you about this immiscible. Okay. So decantation is the process of separation of liquid. What is that? Process of separation of liquid from solid and other immiscible liquids by removing the liquid layer at the top from the layer of the soil. So what is there? The solid will be stored down, and what will be there in the top? Liquid layer. So the process of removing that liquid layer from the solid layer is called as decantation. So the process of removing the liquids from the solid. The process of removing liquids from the soil is called as decantation. I will tell you how this sedimentation and decantation are interrelated to one another, and then the explanation for the immiscible liquids and then miscible liquid.